What's up there, YouTube? How you doing? Just going live. Looks like we're going to get some rain where I'm at. Let's see, it's overcast. It rained earlier, and I'm just chilling in the park. I was doing DoorDash for a while, and wait a minute, was that a notification? I guess so. Maybe. Yep. Sent out the notification. I'm only doing one live stream at a time right now. Maybe I'll just do the other one in a couple minutes. I don't like running two sometimes. Too much work jumping back and forth trying to read all the comments when you do get busy. Usually lately they haven't been sending out too many notifications anyway. It seems like not too many people are coming on there. So we'll see what happens today. Come on, YouTube, help a brother out here. I'll wait a couple moments. Try to get some people on here. Let me sit this thing down for a second. Wait a minute. Hang on, what's going on with that? Okay, all message. Yep. Wait a minute, what the hell's going on with that? That's weird. All right, let's hope some people hop on there. Try to go in, check to see how it put up. It's got top chat and all chat. I was trying to make sure it's all chat. I don't know why anybody, and I say this every time now that I know about it, why in the fuck would you only want half your chat coming through? It doesn't even make any sense. I guess if you got a ton of people coming on there and you just can't keep up with it. Hey, who's that? Hey, what's up, Memory? How you doing? I think you're the first one here. Nothing, no, yeah. I came on here. Basically, there's a lot of crazy shit going on right now. Did you see all the things about the pastors, all the ministers and pastors? The government had a meeting. Oh, there was 6 of them went to this meeting. It was in Tennessee. One of them was Perry Stone. He's on TV. You might have heard of him. And, about UFOs and all this shit. Well, what I think's coming is straight out of the Bible. It's the great falling away. People are going to believe that, if there's a rapture, which I believe there's going to be, and soon, well, what'll probably happen is they'll say aliens took them away and make a big side story to get you away from belief in God. And there's going to be a lot of people convinced that these aliens are from outer space. No, these are dimensional demons, in my opinion. They cross through from another side, another whatever, wherever the hell they're at. But I think you're going to see a lot of weird shit happen real soon. And there's a lot of weird shit going on right now. For instance, there's shit tons of ticks being found, like farms that have just overrun with ticks on their animals. And they think people were dropping them out of planes. And some guy evidently had evidence of that, where he found a couple boxes that had ticks crawling all over them. And they were showing this down in the Everglades. This one guy caught a snake, and it had, I'm not exaggerating, it showed it. It had him. Yeah, it's really crazy. It literally had a shit ton of ticks but they were all big ones. You ever see like a tick on a dog? They get swelled up after a certain amount of time. These ticks on this snake were all about the same size, and there was a shit ton of them. Now, if you ever had a dog and you rolled through the woods, he'd have some big ticks, some little ticks crawling on him. These were all about the same size. In other words, they all hopped on the snake roughly the same time. And you don't see that on snakes too often. I guess they get parasites on them, probably. But I've never seen, like, the amount of ticks that were on this snake was crazy. It was a python the guy caught in the Everglades. And there was another guy that found a dead moose. This is up near, I guess, Vermont or wherever the hell that it was, Vermont or Maine or something. It was a moose lying there dead, and it had thousands of ticks, and they're all big ticks. Now, here's the weird thing. Tammy even said this to me the other day because I was telling her about this. She says, usually, what's that? Your uncle has a farm, tons and tons of flies near the cattle. Yeah, so they're pestilence and plagues, dude. But I think this is a lot of this shit's lab grown because these ticks are also genetically modified. They're finding the alpha gal syndrome. The ticks, there's another name for them. Lone Star ticks. There's like a white dot on the back. And these things supposedly will give you, hey, what's up, mixed media? How you doing? Yeah, man, I'm telling you, we are under severe attack and nobody sees it. And it's a stealth attack. You ain't gonna say it until you're infected with something. Right now, there's a ship. This is really freaky because you're not gonna believe what I'm about to tell you, but I'm telling you, I put this together with something I saw the other day. A cruise ship. I'm jumping around a lot. Try to keep up. But a cruise ship, right? And they found out it's everybody's getting sick on it. It's hantavirus, which comes from deer mice and from actually their feces and stuff. And it's also, I think, kangaroo rats have it. And it was out in the Midwest at one point. You know, that's where it was a lot of it going on. But now it's everywhere. Deer mice are everywhere. But the weird thing is literally, I've never really seen a deer mice in my life. I'm not bullshitting you. I wish I had taken a picture and put it on YouTube. There was a mouse. I went in to Original Hot Bagels, right? I'm stepped up on the curb. I'm like, what was that in the area with the curb right there? There's a fucking little mouse just sitting there running back and forth. Like, didn't know where to go. Like, it wasn't even familiar. And there was a drain pipe near it. Maybe it came out of there, but it kept running around back and forth, right? This motherfucker was brown and gray. I said, man, that's kind of neat looking. I never saw a mouse like that. So I went and I looked it up as a deer mouse, and they do possibly carry hantavirus. And the other day, Paul Bagley, Pastor Paul, had a report on shit tons and shit tons of flies. And maybe that's what Memory's talking about right there. It's like plagues, man. This is straight up, right, rolling right out of the Bible. So I'm hopping around here, try to keep up. Not normal behavior. Exactly. It isn't. And I thought, well, that's a neat looking mouse. It's kind of cute looking. It's all brown on the top, like the color of a deer, literally, and gray. I swear, I wish I had taken a picture of it because I just have a weird feeling they probably released shit tons of rodents, fleas. And by the way, typhus is another thing caused by fleas. Shit tons of it happening out west in California and in Texas. Somebody either released a whole bunch of shit quietly, or it's punishment, supernatural, God bringing us in like plagues, or what's that? Still got to make my mom a present. I have no freaking clue what to make. Well, being there's all these ticks and shit out there, maybe get her a flea collar. Now it's a joke. I don't know. Make her something. You got a very creative mind. I've seen some of the things you make. What's that? Your uncle has catch over 150, 200 flies a day. Yeah. It's like unnatural amount of bugs and shit and birds. Birds are doing weird things too. Today, actually, I think it was this morning, I saw a video. Do you guys ever watch JW? What the hell's his name? Some black guy. Steven is his name. JW. Shit, man, I can't believe I can't remember. Anyway, if I find it, I'll put it in the description or later on. But he was talking about birds, or he wasn't. Somebody that he recorded talking about birds were dive bombing in front of moving cars in somewhere, some state, like shit tons of them, and all this other weird shit people are witnessing and seeing. Something really fucked up's coming on quick. What's this? He doesn't want to spray chemicals as it gets into the cattle. And yeah, exactly. But you know what's ironic though? I think, there's one person that keeps coming to mind. I think this shit's released because, they got the artificial meat coming in and everything else. They want us to switch over, and they're poisonous basically, and they're forcing everything on us, even forcing cameras and shit in our cars that we're buying. They are just like making a pathway, and we're walking down it because there's no other options. It's like driving cattle, like ranchers do. You know what I mean? We're being pushed and pulled different directions by the shit and having no other options. This shit's coming to pass quickly. What's this say? Okay, yeah, he doesn't want to spray. Yeah, tell you what, that's the next thing. With all the fucking Roundup they're spraying on us and the chemtrails, I think you're going to start seeing people just dropping the fuck over because I think they're ramped up the chemical spraying. So anyway, did I piss you off there? Mixed media. I was joking. I didn't mean to. That was a joke, all right, about making a flea collar. I meant there's so many fucking shit coming on. What was I going to say? As a matter of fact, typhus. That's the other thing I was trying to get to is West Coast and Texas. Typhus is a flea-borne illness. So evidently what they're saying is these homeless encampments had a lot of rats. What's that? Man, no, I was joking about it. It was hilarious. If you know. All right. I just, I say stuff. Sometimes I'm joking and I'm like, wow, I hope I didn't say it. It's just a joke. I do that all the time. Even in my family, I say something, I think I offended my sister. I got to go back and check. I'm like, you know me my whole life. I occasionally say stuff, maybe I crossed the line. Anyway, cool. That I didn't there. That's good. I'm telling you, I think we are so close to the end. It's not funny. There you go. Good. That's exactly why I like you. You do have a great sense of humor. A lot of times on a lot of the live streams, it was almost dead in the water, and then you say something that just fucking kickstarts it all. It kind of gets kind of funny. But anyway, I'm just thinking that, people don't be fooled. But I don't even think I got to this point yet, because right now I'm talking about plagues and pestilence and all that shit. And I don't know whether I said this already, because I'm rambling on here. It's all right off the top of my head. Oh, shit. You there? Sorry about that. The wind just blew the phone over. All right. So the other thing is, I don't know if I said it, was the whole alien. Yeah. Aliens are coming, and they're actually Perry Stone and all these other, I guess there was 6 of them, went to Tennessee. The government called them down there. They had a meeting, and they're going to figure out how they're going to address the problem of aliens, the disclosure. I'm sure you guys probably seeing this right now yourself. I don't know whether you are. Hey, little bit of pure gold. How you doing? But they're getting ready. They're trying to talk to these pastors to get them so they can convince their flock or whatever. Flock, what, sheep? Nah, flock cameras. And that's what those cameras are for us sheeple. Yeah. But anyway, they are trying to get them, I guess, to convince everybody this shit's real. And it's real, but it's demonic as hell. I don't think they're coming from another planet, maybe another dimension or something. If hell's another dimension. What's that? So, what's that? Someone wants to tell me why it's a week into May and 50 degrees. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The other day, it was like 30 degrees at night. I guess it was about 4 nights ago. And that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'll tell you, you know why? Sign of the times. Everything's all out of whack. Mother's Day. No, myself, I try not to be a motherfucker. That's another. So I am pretty much doing nothing this Mother's Day because my mom's dead. Sorry, I'm just saying some sick shit right now. Snow on the ground. Where the hell? I'm so tired of moving plants. Up in Colorado, there's snow. I'm not turning on my heat, damn it. Exactly. Yeah. No, actually, all jokes aside, my mom passed away years ago. She was allergic to arsenic. I didn't realize. Now, actually, I will go visit my mom's grave and put flowers on her grave. I can't believe the shit I'm saying right now. Yep, and a little bit of pure gold. I hope you can stay comfy. Right on. Anyway, I'm just amazed at how much shit is happening in the last 48 hours. And did you see that little bit of pure gold? The so-called alien disclosure that, or the government's talking to pastors to how to talk to their, what do you call them? Their flock, for lack of a better word. There's a word I'm looking for. The people that go to their church and whatever. But the point being is that this is where it gets dangerous because people have been listening to these guys, or spiritual leaders, and they're going to fall prey. And this is the great deception coming on. I think the falling away. They're going to start not believing in how the Bible's written. They're going to think it. Anunnaki came here, and if the Anunnaki are fallen angels. Yeah, they could have been here, but not playing the part. They ain't the creator. Don't let them fool you, is what I'm saying. What's this? What's this? I'm just going to drink more coffee and wrap up in my house coat. What's that? I haven't got into the alien shit in years. Not since ancient. Yeah, no, it's just started to come out. They're just literally, I don't know if you know the pastor, what's his name? Perry Stone, PV guy. He was one of the pastors that called to this meeting, the government evidently, and one congressman from Missouri. I don't remember his name, but it's videos out there. You can hunt it down of what's going on with that. But I'm telling you, people are going to get fooled because they'll believe everything but what the truth is. A lot of people just can't wrap their head around that Jesus Christ died for our sins, and that's the way out of this hell is turn yourself over to God, and you see what I'm saying? We are basically, wait a minute, I'm having sauerkraut and homemade roast pork. Okay. I don't know how that's relevant to what I'm talking about, Jesus Christ, and you're talking to me sauerkraut and roast pork, but whatever. Did you see Hegseth's Pulp Fiction prayer? No, I didn't. I heard about it though. No, but all jokes aside, I don't think people get it. A lot of people aren't going to get it. A lot of people are going to fall prey to delusion. And they're going to be laughing and say, this guy's nuts. I'm trying to give a warning. And I know I'm making a mess of it and throwing crazy jokes in there. But for real, man, something huge is about to happen. I can feel it, you know? I'm just, wait a minute. I'm just saying, I don't, I don't know any better way to say these things, but I feel the need to speak up one more time because I literally think we could be weeks away from all this shit going kaboom. Yo, what's up, Matthew Stump? I know who you are. How you doing, brother? How you been? I was just talking about all the crazy shit happening right now. Started off talking about basically the whole thing with the tick invasion. There's like shit tons of ticks on all kinds of animals are finding dead in the woods, and way more than normal, and all these other weird things happening. Birds dive bombing in front of cars. There's a whole shitload of stuff being said. Hantavirus is now on the cruise ship that they're bringing in, and it's one thing after another, and there's another pandemic or another COVID type thing coming. I think they're bringing out everything they got because 10 times shit's hitting the fan. What's that? When I heard it, I knew exactly where it came from. That is so embarrassing for our Secretary of Defense to pull that. I heard that. I'm gonna go back and check that. That's from a movie or something, wasn't it? It was. Yeah, you just said it too. Wait a minute. It's from what the hell's the name of that? Pulp Fiction. Yes. Yeah, I got to check that. Yeah, it's because he probably he's probably not spiritual at all, and just grabbed the one thing that stuck in his head for some weird reason and said that. Pulp Fiction I saw years ago. It was an all right movie. Okay. I'll have to look at it again. Dude, it's been like a lot of years since I watched that. Why are you just weird? Because you don't know Pulp Fiction? Oh, you never saw it. Okay. Yeah, Brett was killed. Oh, you did see it. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen it for years. It was John Travolta, Bruce Willis was in it. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember it now. Hegseth literally said to everyone, now your head, women, now your head and pray. Oh, bow your head and pray with me, and just started quoting it almost word for word. Yeah. It's because he's a fake Christian, I guess. Anyway, I think shit's coming at us fast, way faster than people realize. I think this could all wrap up in a few months. We're near nuclear war, even with the shit going on over there. And then people are like, no, Trump's got it in hand. Don't worry about it. No, I don't think so. I think Trump and Iran and whoever else is playing a game of fucking nuclear chicken. Sooner or later, one's going to, they're hoping one blinks, but maybe neither of them do. Shit's just getting so crazy out there. What's that? They are fake. Now they're using animals to scare us. Exactly. Animals, insects. But you know what? It's also in the Bible. There's plagues, and a lot of the same plagues may have been at Passover in Egypt. You know, it was 7 plagues when they were trying to leave Egypt, flies and all kinds of other shit. And memory said his was that your uncle is dealing with that over at his farm, I guess. What's that? To those that sent women that aren't prepared, I think might be out of time. We're all out of time. Yeah, but you can be prepared to the hilt. But if you ain't spiritually prepared, you might as well have nothing. That's the key. Because there's nothing, I don't care if you have 10,000 rounds of ammunition and you're sitting on tons of food. You know what? You ain't got God, you ain't got shit. That's what it really comes down to. You know? That's the full armor of God's what you need. Do you think somehow the veil will be lifted? Yeah, I think it's happening right now. That's what I'm trying to get at. What you just said. For all of us at once, we can see everything. Big ass lie. It's starting to already get lifted. People are starting to say, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? Since I've been born, none of this everything's turning out to be lies. We keep discovering how much the government lied to us, how much, even your schools and everything. Everything's been a big fucking bunch of bullshit. It's unreal. The pharmaceutical companies, all this, they're not there to make us better. They're there to take every dollar from us and keep us sick, everything's a lie. That's all I can say. But yeah, I think everybody's going to see it. And that's why the whole alien thing's happening right now. It's the last fucking card in the deck they can play. They're screwed. They're running out of time. They got to keep everybody busy because if the rapture happens now, they have to have a way to explain it, don't they? And people be like, God took them out of here. No, the aliens did. See what they're trying to do? Have a counter story so people don't believe in God. Same reason why in the past Smithsonian Institute was getting rid of, they found giant bones and they destroyed them. It was in old articles and newspapers from late 1800s. And then they disappeared. They never found, they don't know where they put them and destroyed them. Why? Why would you do something like that unless you're trying to hide the truth? We're being lied to so much. Couple dreams about it, but other people have too. Yeah, there's a lot of people are having dreams, and that's in the Bible too. People have visions and dreams. What's that? Like a flash of light carries a universal. Yeah, I kind of think God's given us downloads at times. I feel like sometimes shit hits me. Like I feel like I got to come on here and say it. And half the time I struggle to get it out. What I thought. Like even now, it's hard to get my point across the things I was saying. And I'm sure you guys understand, but not what I'm seeing in my head. At times I can't translate it. Wait a minute, hang on. This thing's finally moving fast enough, but it's too fast for me. My uncle's from Lancaster. Yep, told me keep it. What? Cattery and what the hell? I'm having trouble reading this. Indoors, and barn animals need to roam. My biggest fear is watching my babies go hungry. Yeah, and that's coming too. That's another thing I didn't get to. All the price, how all the food's shooting up and gasoline. It's ridiculous. I went in and for some reason I wanted to go buy a 12-pack of sugar-free soda. And I was bitching about soda the other day, but I had one at work. I'm thinking, well, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, it was a Pepsi Sugar Zero or Zero Sugar, black can, okay? But it was like $9.99 for one 12-pack. I used to get 2 or 3 of them for that price. And then I went in the store to buy something else and look at the prices. I'm blown away. Everything's starting to go through the roof. It's gotten really bad just recently. I didn't make it to cattle and pigs again. We have been working double on chickens and more garden space. That's good. I'm growing more than ever. Still feeling like I should be doing more. But you know what? Again, make sure you're spending just as much time talking with God, you know, because that's what I got to count on. I don't have any farmland to throw anything. Yeah, I can throw some seeds down in the woods, but I'm counting on God to have my back. And faith the size of a mustard seed can move mountains. It's in the Bible, so I'm going with that. Just need some mustard seeds. Wait a minute. A 4-pack of fresh burgers, exactly $18, dude. Yeah, I'm looking at stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And we ain't seen nothing. It's gonna get like $40 for 6 hamburgers or something, or even going into McDonald's, or not that I do, but any fast food. Watch how much they're gonna go up. It's unreal. I added 6 new fruit trees this year, 20 different fruit bushes. When you say 20 different, is it same kind of fruit or 20 different varieties? A new flock of chickens. Yeah, there you go. Let's hope, you know what? Let's hope that the government don't come by and try to ruin it. It's flying overhead. That's the thing that pisses me off. People have actually caught them drones flying over their gardens. It was a video the other day I saw. I mean, they're fucking doing that. We're going over your property and spraying. I don't mean you guys. You guys are out west, but that one dude, I'd have been pissed. What's this? Blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. There you go. Blueberries, by the way, I was getting them for like a little while ago, almost the end of winter. I was paying $2.99 a pint. Now then they went up to like $4.99. Now I can't find them. And I thought right now is when they start coming in. I thought June was blueberry month around here. So I guess they were hiking them in from South America there for a while, or wherever the hell they were growing them. But the price shouldn't be that high unless there's none around right now. The drone was over my shit, but he didn't see spray. But why the fuck? Yeah, exactly. No, they're just mapping everything. They want to know who's got what. They'll be back later when it comes time to harvest to take it from you. If yeah, maybe go and do some stealth garden, little patches in the edge of woods and stuff where they can't find it as easy. Yeah. 4 drones last night. Want to record it? Wait a minute. All of a sudden, my phone camera became blurry. Yeah, no, there is no. Yeah, you know what? You're gonna think I'm full of shit, but you can ask Tammy about this. I was filming. I was talking to her. I saw something. It was evening. It was dark, and it was coming towards me. But it looked like a sort of like a. I can't even explain it. It was like a light with like 4 prongs off of it, and it was coming. And all of a sudden, I'm talking. I think there's a drone, and I went to try to film it. I swear to you, this thing went. It just blinked out, and at first it went back a couple feet, like a jump back, and blinked out and was gone. And you can ask Tammy. She heard me talking. I was freaked out because we had been talking about him like a little before that, and there was one flying where I was at. Nuttiest thing I ever saw. It just blinked out, or it went backwards and blinked out like it heard me. Oh, you know what I said? And you can ask her this too. I said, "Oh, I'll get my shotgun out and shoot it down." That's when it happened. That's what freaked me out. That was about a month and a half ago, if that. Ask her next time you see her on here. What's this? Plums dropped this year. Apple trees have just got enough. Hubs dropped a tree. I couldn't see that. Wait a minute. A tree in one of my pears and had to replace it. But hopefully we'll get some peaches this year. Wait a minute. Keep an eye on my ex-husband for that very, wait a minute. Yeah, fucking sucks when crying all day for different reasons involves safety. People want me dead. Well, I'll pray for you there, Mix Media. You know what? This shit's almost over. We're going home. You know? You know, I got to believe this shit's coming to an end. Jesus is coming back. We're going to get raptured and we're out of here. That's what I believe. I'm sure there's people trying to jump on to the live stream now saying this guy's fucking nuts. Yeah, maybe. But I'm sticking to my story, and that's what I got to say. Absolutely praying for you. Right on. I'm drinking an herbal tea right now. I just picked it up. It's a detox tea for kidneys and liver and what was the other thing for? I forgot. Inflammation. It's got burdock root and nettle leaf, dandelion root, dandelion leaf, spearmint leaf, lemongrass bulb, and peppermint leaf. It's not bad, but I'm gonna start fucking trying to drink an herbal tea instead of soda. Like I said the other day, I went to buy a whole 12-pack, and I was like, man, no way. And it had that fucking fake sugar in it. And for $9.99 for a 12-pack, no thanks. Exactly. Yep, that's what it feels like. Raining on the one day you had off or something. OJ's crashed out. This guy fucking sleeps more than anything. Yeah. You all right, Oj? What's up, buddy? Yeah, I just woke up. What time is it anyway? 3:41. I think I'm going to go out and do a little more door dashing for today. What's that? Gross, but can I maybe make a suggestion to everyone? We are the only country that doesn't do parasite cleanse regularly. Exactly. That's why I'm trying to drink this shit. Detox. It's to get wait a minute. I just read the ingredients. It's for cleansing the liver and the kidneys and all that shit. At 62, I think I could probably stand to try to get a little more healthy with, you know, what's that say? I deworm my family at least 3 times a year. It's probably a good idea. OJ is awesome. Ivermectin. That's what I was thinking about that. Matter of fact, I was literally thinking about seeing if I can give OJ some ivermectin. Yeah, to because he's been chewing and chewing. He's got a hot spot like on his lower back. He's chewing at. I got one of them collars for him, but I just took it off the other day. I don't know what the hell he did with it. It's got to be in here. It's probably under the seat of the, and he's just chewing away. But I heard that can be a couple different things. Something in the foods cause him to have an allergy, like yeast or something in the dry food, or it could be parasites or anything, or just nerves. Cats will do that shit. Dogs do it too. What's it say? Do you have a video? Oh, I already read that. I have to be riddled with all kinds of much weird, sketchy foods I've eaten. Exactly. I won't eat. People eat sushi all the time. I won't touch it. Sorry. That's chock full of parasites, I guarantee you. Ivermectin works great. My husband uses pine oil. Anything you get from the pharmacy will only work on pinworms. So if I wanted to just make sure that, I'm clean of any kind of parasites and maybe even use it on a cat, would ivermectin be the way to go? And where can I get that now? I heard that they used to sell in Tractor Supply stores and shit for animals, farm animals. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think the raw fish I've heard Tractor Supply still does it. Okay. I heard that sushi can be loaded with different kinds of parasites at one point or another. Some of the stuff's pickled and shit and may kill some of the stuff, maybe. I don't eat sushi though. I just ain't chancing it. Is it really expensive there? A little bit of pure gold? Yeah. I'll tell you what, when you will eat that, if it comes down to you don't have any other food, matter of surviving. Wow. Yeah, forget it. Forget that. So if you're riddled, when you kill them, they will, they will fight back and release toxins on, what's that? On death throes, and release toxins make you feel icky for a couple of days, but it just means you're winning. I heard something about that too. When you detox and shit from anything, heavy metals, you can get like headaches, and same with parasites. It basically, you just said, it's basically poison on its way out. What's that? Officials confirm. Wait a minute. Something. Hold on. Wait a minute. Holy shit. Just saw Steve Ram video just came through. Wasn't it about 20 minutes ago I was talking about hantavirus? Steve Ram just did a report. I heard that it was on, that they said it was on that cruise ship. It's called the Andes Mountains version or something of hantavirus. And that's probably going to spread everywhere. That's really weird. And I kind of knew something was coming. What's this here? Yeah, because that's a good question there, Memory. $20. All right. How do you take it? Is it orally? Is it like a paste or something, or mix it in your food? What, or is it a pill? Or yeah, so there you go. The pine oil and black walnut oil. I heard that is more expensive to do, but it doesn't kill it. Basically, it evicts them live, so you don't get the death throw toxins. Yeah. Which one would you suggest doing there? A little bit, because I don't want to feel like shit. In other words, the black walnut would probably be pine oil and black walnut oil. You you take in a shot. A needle. You can't. It's got to be intravenous. Is that what you're saying? Or in a shot, like a shot glass. Are you talking like a shoot glass? All right. Like you're doing a shot of Jack Daniels. Well, I think I'll go that way. And then ivermectin next time. I thought I had to get the needles out. I don't have any. Yeah. Smells like pine sol for a few days. Where can you get that though? Wait a minute, I put this back over here. Where do you get the black walnut or the pine? Was it pine oil? You ordered it online. All right. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, thanks. You know what? I think I'm going to have to hop off here. I'm going to go do a little more door dashing for today. And I'll probably do another live stream in a couple hours after dinner anyway. So what's it, 3, almost 4 o'clock? Maybe at 7:30, 8 o'clock, I might do another live stream. See you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. Hit me with thumbs up if you haven't already. Looks like you did. And anybody that's on there that wasn't talking but watching, how about subscribing? I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. I see it. Wait a minute. You call it pine oil, but it's turpentine. All right. But not the painting stuff, not the same. All right. Thank you for clarifying that. Food grade turpentine. I think I know where actually to get that. There's a health food store probably getting that. You guys have a good one.